we are a multi-platform fintech. We run everything from a wallet business, a payment gateway business, to consumer lending, SME lending. So we do it all. There's a lot of enthusiasm in adopting AI, but because we are a heavily regulated entity, we understand that regulation is still trying to grapple with what this beast really is and which part of the beast they should govern and not. The way we have kind of shaped our conversation with the regulator is we need to work hand in hand. We are given tremendous freedom to experiment. We identify parts of the business that almost low risk, low exposure, if you will, but reasonably high value. So people get excited, the regulators get excited, and then it's a continuous dialogue between both parties, which kind of shapes the thinking overall. The three areas that we find to be the most exciting are: one, customer acquisition. I think the conversational AI deployed over WhatsApp, which is an extensively used platform in our markets, I think could be extremely interesting and extremely powerful, because at the end of the day, these markets are quite heavily competed. Huge investments are going in acquiring customers, and I think that could be a game changer if thoughtfully deployed. I think number two is overall customer support. There are very, very few customers who do it right. With assisted AI or even end-to-end conversational AI, I think there's again a huge opportunity here to leapfrog, if you will, and really change the experience for a customer. And you will stand up, because ultimately in finance, you're working with people's money. And if they're able to talk to someone and they get the reassurance that they need or the information that they need, I think you've made a big step forward. I don't know how many of you have sat through a customer support call, but it is extremely taxing on your emotional EQ, right, of a person. It takes heavy investment in identifying what makes a good agent, what kind of training they need, what's the script they need, and you have to be really, really thoughtful to get it right. I think with conversational AI, you remove that barrier of information. That visibility is provided. And a large part of solving a problem is understanding and knowing the facts. So once that is available, you have just enabled your average agent to become a superhero. And the chances of success increase dramatically. And so that, I think, is the true power here, where on the fly, you have another thought partner effect who's listening in on the conversation and kind of assisting you. And I think that combo can work really, really well. The important aspect of lending is collections, which today, again, I think is a very blunt approach. And I think AI actually offers a more gentle, potentially more persuasive platform to tackle this sticky problem. And I think AI can actually put a control and inject a little bit of humanity in that process, oddly enough, because I think the approach right now is pretty binary, which is very gentle or very, very, very harsh and straightforward. So that balance is important, and we think that it could actually drive a lot of value for us. We need to face this in a manner where the capacity to learn, adapt to this technology and truly embrace it, people are given the time and space to do that. After the initial kind of deployment of the initial set of use cases, I think the adoption will accelerate exponentially. The reason being that people will share their feedback on the technology, how it's enabled them to do better or worse, whatever the case may be. But the feedback will be out there and the technology will be demystified. So that openness will increase and thereby drive further adoption. You will get the benefit of folks having had to grapple with what is this AI technology, how do you deploy it effectively across your organization, where do you start, and then how do you navigate a complex stakeholder environment, both internal, external, and hopefully it makes that journey of AI adoption a lot easier for you.